Hi, I'm Kristen Kenney for FoxSoccer.com, here with Kei Kamara. And first off, your journey from Africa to America is quite a story in itself.
Yeah. I came to the U.S. at 16, so definitely I was experienced enough to know what was going on, to see everything I did.
And you endured quite a difficult childhood in war-torn Sierra Leone during that time. Can you take us back to what life was like for you growing up?
It was very difficult. You never want to see or hear anyone growing up as a kid, growing up in a war-torn country, but it's civil war, so it's you never know who's on what side and everything like that. So take the positive out of that it made me a better and stronger person, because now I'm here. It's not just the little things that gets me down. I look at all the other things as there's a lot of positives here, and I look at those things and definitely use them as motivation. Yeah.
Was there ever a struggle for survival? Was there ever a fear that your life was in jeopardy, your family's life was in jeopardy?
Yeah, definitely. My family in the town where I was born in Kenema, we're one of the most known, because we owned the soccer team, so we're very famous. And my older brothers were always into different organizations around, just to build up the town and everything. So when stuff went bad, our house was basically like a base for everyone. So everybody came to our house, hide in there and stuff. And then when the opposite, whether it's the rebels, when they come, and then they're shooting straight for our house, because our house was in the middle of the town. So there was a lot of times where we had to just run away, hide for for weeks, not coming back home. And it was definitely difficult when you're walking around the streets and then seeing stuff. Oh, that's my stuff right there. So people, because they go into your house, they loot, they get everything. So, but you can't really say anything, because your family is one of the people that they're looking for. Because not that it was our decision or our stuff, because when something happens, when people come over to your house, you can't just say no, you guys have to leave. Because we were just a positive family, so we took care of everyone. But at the end, some things just turned around on us.
Did you know that you'd be given the opportunity to come here? I know your mother was here before you moved over to America, but did you know, hey, I'm going to get out of this situation?
I was hoping that I wanted to join my mom in the U.S., because she was lucky enough to get out just before the war started. So it came to a point where I didn't think it was going to happen anymore, because there was some points where friends that lost their lives, or just things were so difficult, and you're like, I'm just oh, well, I don't see that happening anytime soon. And just being so blessed that right when things just cooled down a little bit, ceasefire, we're able to get out of the country and move to Gambia. And then the next minute, I was in the States, and yeah, that's where everything started.
And yeah, I know you were able to go back and represent Sierra Leone.
It's great to be called up and playing for a national team, no matter where you're from. I've been in the U.S. for 11 years now. Carry a U.S. passport, so people are like, why didn't you play for the U.S.? And I just go, just growing up out there, the passion that people have for the sports. My older brothers, everybody played. They didn't get a chance to play for the national team or go play overseas anywhere. So when I got the call, there was no way I was going to turn it down. And that was my chance to go back home and really see my family and actually play in front of my family, because they don't get to watch the MLS out there. So it's definitely something I jumped on, and it's been a life changer for me too. Yeah.
And you still have family in Sierra Leone, I take it?
Oh, I have the biggest family ever. It's bigger than my soccer team right here.
How often do you get back to Sierra Leone?
I go back every off season. I have a couple of things going on out there, see my family, but at the same time, just kind of helping with the youth, really kind of giving them hope that I'm just a guy that never really played any on any big teams out in Sierra Leone, and I'm actually out here playing soccer, and then I can go back and kind of just give them hope, saying you guys can do it too, because what I'm doing is just basically just giving these kids, because out there in public school you have to pay for it. You pay for public school, everything, so, and it's not much. I'm just trying to give them hope, saying you're part of a little group, and people care about you when you're doing well in school.
When you get on the field, do you carry a lot of the past with you? Are you playing for your friends and family? Is that a big part of your game?
It definitely is. When I'm on the field, I think about it, at the national anthem, why I'm on the field, who do I have to represent when I'm on the field, knowing, the fans believe so much in you, they give you so much love, you're here playing for this club that, gives you a lot, your family, and obviously I'm representing my country, and not that, I'm also representing the continent of Africa. So yeah, there's a lot. So when I'm on the field, I have to stay positive and really, do my best when I'm there.